we have completed the supplementary reader, right? So it was a very simple and thought-provoking story. So let's move into it. Let me share the document for you. We'll look for the book bags which are provided there. I hope the screen sharing is visible to you all, my dear children. Right. Okay. Envious neighbor was the supplementary which we have already seen. Okay. So let's look into the glossary part. So the meaning of tidbit is a small piece of tasty food. So that's what we have already seen. It's a Japanese dish. Then comes wagging. What is wagging? Wagging of the tail of the dog, we say, no? When the dog shakes its tail incredibly, it is known as wagging. See here? Moving or causing to move rapidly to and fro. That's the meaning of wagging. Covetous. Covetous means what? Having or showing a great desire to possess something belonging to someone else. So, taking the property of the others, which belongs to the others, is known as covetous. Okay. Obliged. What is obliged here? Make legally. So, making something legal. So, not doing something against the law. Okay. Or there is another meaning, morally bound to do something. So, doing something with conscience. Okay. Doing something which is good. Then comes mortar. The meaning of mortar is what? Mortar is a hard, strong bound in which substances are crushed to powder. Okay, it's like a machine. So today, nowadays, we use machines, right? Machines for grinding the rice. No, in those days, they used a handmade machine, which is known as the mortar, which is made up of wood. Okay, are you able to understand, my dear children? The final one is withered. Withered means becoming dry. Okay, dead one. So that is known as withered. I hope you all are fine with it. Now we are going to see. See, we have looked at the story very carefully. Now, what we are supposed to do is we are going to find who is the speaker of the above line. If there is no speaker, we are going to make it as narrator. Okay. We don't know who is the narrator of the story. You can simply write it as narrator. This is only for our understanding, right? So today you will receive your homework Google form, right? That homework is meant to be done today only, my dear children. So don't worry, don't panic. So today you will get the link on the Google Classroom. So you can do it and upload it there. Okay. Now let's concentrate on the identify the character or speaker. Question number 1. They gathered the treasure. Who are the characters who are involved in this line? They gathered the treasure. Of course, it is said by the narrator, my dear children. Who are the characters? If there are characters involved there, you are going to write like this. Speaker is narrator. Speaker hyphen narrator. And characters. You can write characters hyphen. And who are the characters who are involved here? Yes, very good, Srinija. Honest man and his wife. Okay, we don't have any names for the characters. So you can simply write it as speaker hyphen. So let me show how to write. So question number 1, speaker is the narrator and characters involved there. Characters are the honest old man and his wife. Okay, so this is how we are supposed to write it. So I have put it for everyone. So speaker is the narrator and the characters involved are the honest man and his wife. Don't worry, my dear children. So from supplementary reader, you are going to only write the story which you have understood. Possibly it might come as a question or like hints development. That's the only mode which you are going to write, and nothing else is going to be there. Identifying the character or speaker is not going to be there. It is only for your understanding. Okay, how you have understood the text. It is to prove that alone. Fine. Question number 2. The pine tree under which I am buried to be cut down and made into a mortar. Okay. Who said these words, ma? Yes, very good. Speaker, the dog. Okay, the dog is the speaker here. Very good, my dear children. You all have understood it really well. Okay, fine. Question number 3. They dug and found nothing but a quantity of dirt and nasty offal. Who's the speaker here? Yes, very good. Speaker is the narrator, right? Speaker is the narrator. Who are the characters involved here, ma? Who are the characters involved here? Who dug it and found dirt and nasty offal? Yeah, speaker is the name. Speaker is the narrator, ma Raja Rishika. The characters who are involved there are whom? Who are the characters involved there, ma? Yes, very good. Somebody has said it as stingy couple. Very good. So virtual clap for y'all. So yes, it's Srinija. Before Srinija, it was somebody who has said no. Yes, Srinija has given the right answer. Stingy couple. Yeah, the neighbors. It should not be neighbor in singular. It is the neighbors. Okay. Neighbors also can be written there. Yes, it can also be said like Rahini said. No, the envious old man and his wife. Okay. The envious old couples, as said by Ram Harish, is also correct. Yadu says envious old couple. Yes, old couple. When you say couple, it is a collective noun, so it has to be in singular. Okay. Very good, my dear children. Okay, question number 4. Okay, question number 4. Greedy neighbor also can be said, Ritu Vashni, but it has to be as greedy neighbors. Okay, it has to be in plural. Okay, question number 4. He had not to wait long before he was called into the prince's palace and ordered to exhibit his power. Okay, of course, the speaker is the narrator who was called by the prince. Yes, characters are prince and the honest old man. Very good, very good. Very good all. So the speaker is the narrator. The characters involved are prince and the honest old man. Very good. Very good, my dear children. Keep it up. You all have understood it really, really, really very well. Okay, next one. Bow, wow, wow. Who is the speaker here? It's very simple, I guess. Obviously, yes, my dear children, it's the dog. Very good. Very good all. You all have given the exactly correct answer. Very good, Vignesh. Very good, my dear children. Okay. Fine. Very good. Now let's look into the activity of B part. Okay, quickly we'll do it up. It's not going to be that hard. You're going to choose the correct answer. You can mark it in your book when you get your books. So until then, you can just make a note of it in a notebook. Fine. As you're giving the answers, you all can note it down there. Okay, I'll repeat the answer. So please, at the first take itself, please try to answer it. Fine. First one, they gathered the house. The narrator, gather the treasure. The speaker is the narrator. Characters involved are the good old couple. Good old couple. Second one, the pine tree under which I am buried to be cut down and made into a mortar. Okay, here there is only speaker. The speaker is the dog. Okay, speaker is the dog. Question number 3, they dug and found nothing but a quantity of dirt and nasty offal. Here, the speaker is the narrator and the characters involved are the envious couple. Envious couple. ENVIOUS. Envious couple. COUPLE. Question number 4. He had not to wait long before he was called into the prince's palace and ordered to exhibit his power. Here, the speaker is the narrator, and the characters are Prince. One of the character is Prince, and another character is honest old man. Last one, bow wow wow, is the speaker. The speaker is the dog here. Fine. Is that understood, my dear children? You would have taken notes of it. I hope so. Okay. Now next is very simple. You can mark it as question number 1. So if the answer is A or B or C, you just simply mark it as A or B or C for your thing, because you can't write it. It's very big. So you can make a note of it. When you get the book, you can tick the right answer. Is that clear, my dear children? Is that clear before we start? And I'm going to say the answer only once. So please, I'll not repeat it because it's consuming a lot of time. So please make a note of it. Please listen very carefully. Okay. I asked you all to write it. No, that's why I have repeated the answer. I'm Harish. I hope you know the answers. You're going to write it. So you can write it later. The virtual book is available in the Google Classroom. You can download it. You can take page number 25 and you can write the answers later on. Okay. Fine, ma. Okay. Based on your understanding of the story, choose the right answers from the given option. Fine. The old farmer and his wife loved the dog dash. Option A is because it helped them in their day-to-day work. Option B, as if it was their baby. Option C, as they were kind to all living beings. Option B is the correct answer, ma, because they thought it was their own baby. Option B is the correct answer. Congratulations to the all. The ones who have said the wrong answers may correct it. Okay, question number 2. When the old couple became rich, they dash, gave the dog better food, invited their greedy neighbors to a feast, lived a comfortable life, and were generous towards the poor neighbors. Yes, very good, my dear children. Option C is the correct answer. Option C is the correct answer. Option B will never come. Option C is the right answer. Okay, lived a comfortable life and were generous towards their poor neighbors. Okay, question number 3. The greedy couple borrow the mortar to make dash, rich pastry and bean sauce, magic ash to win rewards, a pile of gold. What's your correct answer, ma? What's your say on it? Option C is the correct answer. Yes, obviously they wanted to put all the rice inside and get a lot of gold, right? So that's the correct answer. Option C, a pile of gold. Okay, so that's what. So y'all can zoom it by yourself. Option C. Third one, option C is the right answer. Fine. Is that clear? Are you able to understand, dear children? Any doubts there? Okay, no doubts. Fine, all clear. Excellent. Thank you all, my dear children. Now what we are supposed to do is I'll provide you the answers in the Google form, sorry, in the Google Classroom for this paragraph answer. Okay, so that will be brought to y'all in the Google Classroom. Let's go on with D part. Okay, refer to what happens in the folk tale and complete the story with the help of the hints given in the mind map. So based on your understanding, we are going to fill in the blanks of the mind map. Fine. So this is also only for your understanding. This is not going to be a question in your examination. Sometimes it might come. If it comes also, it's not going to be that hard. Fine. Okay. Look at question number 1. There lived an honest man with his wife who had a favorite dash, got a treasure, a dog. So can we call dog as who or which one? Which one will be used there? If we are filling it with pet dog, definitely there is going to be something which is incomplete. Very good, Siona. You have to write it as dog and which. Dog, which, as Netra also said. Raini has also said it right. Very good, ma. Dog, which. So in this blank, you're going to write DOG, dog, and WHICH. Right now, you can write in your notebook only by marking Roman letter D. So D part, question number 1, you can write dog, which, WHICH. That is the words which are going to be used to fill in the blank. See, now only it will be correct. There lived an honest man with his wife who had a favorite dog which got a treasure. So that's how it comes. I hope you all have understood it. There dwelt a covetous and stingy old man and woman dash. What are we going to use there? Yes, in the next house. In the next house. We can use it as in the next house. Please write it like that. In the next house. IN in, THE the, NEXT next, house, HOUSE. Or even you can write it as neighbors. Even you can write like that. It's okay. It's not an issue. I hope you all have, yes, in the next house can be written as. Very good. Okay. Next one. The wicked old couple sees the dog and dash. What did they do to the dog? Before burying, what did they do, Ram Harish? Killed. Okay. And killed it. Killed it is the correct answer. Killed it. KILLED. Killed it. After killing only, no, they are going to bury it. So that's very important. The wicked old couple sees the dog and killed it. You can write it as killed it and leave it like that. Or if you are creative enough, you can write it like this: killed it and buried it under the pine tree. Simply you write it as killed it. That's more than enough. KILLED. Killed it. IT. Okay. Next one. They broke the motor dash. They broke the motor and dash. You have to write it as and burnt it, Netra. And burnt it is the right answer. And 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 BURNT, burnt space it. And burnt it is the correct answer. Are you able to understand, my dear children? Very good. Plenty of creative answers are coming. Hats off to you all, my dear children. The final question. They collected all the ashes that remained dash. They collected all the ashes that remained dash. They collected all the ashes that remained and put them in a basket. The right answer is and put them in the basket. Okay, let me repeat. And put them in the basket. So that's what which is going to come, right? And put them, put them, them in the basket, BASKET. Okay, is that clear, my dear children? Fine. I hope you all have understood the lesson very well. So that's it. We have completed unit 1 successfully. Okay, fine. Now we are supposed to look into the question answers which we are supposed to revise. Fine. So let me share the screen for you all right now. So we are going to look into the question answers. Okay. So this has been shared for you all in the Google Classroom. The antonyms and synonyms are given there. So I hope you all will be able to learn it thoroughly. The meanings are given clear there. So they are self-explanatory. I don't think we need an explanation for each and every word. Is that clear, my dear children? Is there any doubt with the antonyms and synonyms? Just have a look at it. If at all you all have any doubts with any particular word, definitely you all can ask me. Okay, I'm going to give you all 2 minutes for just scrutinizing all the antonyms and synonyms. If at all any word, if you all are getting struck, you can just ask the meaning. I'm going to tell you all. Okay, just look at it carefully. 2 minutes is the time which is given to you. 120 seconds is more than enough. No problem. If at all you have any doubts while you're learning also, you can just provide it to me. So what we are supposed to do, I'll give you the meaning. Nuances, my Rini Yalni, it is nuances. So your doubt must be pertaining from this material which I have shared. You can't say page number 26. All of a sudden, I have to go to that particular screen sharing, and that's going to be a lot of waste of time ultimately. Got it? The fourth one from page number 26 is and burnt it. And burnt, B-U-R-N-T, burnt it. When I asked you if there is any doubt, you all should have asked it then and there when the screen was there. Neglect. Neglect means avoiding something. Ma. Avoiding something is known as neglect. Okay. Subtle. Netra has asked for the word subtle. Is it antonym or synonym? Ma? Is it given in antonym or synonym? Okay, Netra has asked me for the meaning of subtle, right? Subtle means hard to grasp, okay, hard to catch something, or it's something which is easily understood. Is that clear? Something which is easily understood is known as subtle, ma'am. Melee is a confused crowd, Rini Yalni. Insane means becoming mad, Raja Rishika. Any other doubts pertaining synonyms and antonyms? Okay. Induction. Induction means introducing somebody. Ma. Forethought. Forethought is prophecy. Foretelling about the future is known as forethought, Yadu. Yes, it's pronounced as subtle, Netra. The B is silent. Okay. That's the meaning I have said to you. Any other doubts, my dear children? Okay. Shall we move on with the short answers? Subtle changes means changes which are easily accepted, Yadu. Transpire. Transpire means what? Transforming. changing, that is known as transpire. Reveal something. To show your hidden talent is known as transpire. Reveal means what? Show. Wander means moving here and there. Okay, let's quickly move on to the short answers. I hope you all don't have any doubts because we have only 3 more minutes. Just look and listen to it. Okay, who are Sachin's favorite players here? So there are only 2 favorite players, right? One is Sunil Gavaskar from India and Sir Vivian Richards from West Indies. They both are the favorite players of Sachin Tendulkar. Okay. Question number 2. What was special about Sharda Ashram Vidya Mandir in Mumbai? What is there special? In what way it is different from the new English school where Sachin initially studied? There is only one thing which is special there. What is it? Ramakant Achrekar sir was the cricket coach in Sharda Ashram Vidya Mandir in Mumbai. That is the speciality of Sharda Ashram Vidya Mandir. Okay. Ramakant Achrekar sir was the cricket coach in Sharda Ashram Vidya Mandir in Mumbai. Is that clear, my dear children? Question number 3. What was the opportunity that transformed the life of Sachin? What was the opportunity that changed the entire life of Sachin Tendulkar? See, Achrekar agreed to let Sachin join the camp. So, if at all Sachin did not join the camp, what would have happened to Sachin? We wouldn't have known about Sachin at all. So, the thing which transformed the life of Sachin Tendulkar was what? Achrekar agreed to let Sachin join the camp. It was an opportunity that transformed the life of Sachin. Okay. Question number 4. What sort of conversation did Ajit and Sachin have while traveling? My goodness, Ram Harish. Forethought means foretelling the future. Okay, telling what will happen in the future exactly is forethought. So while something else is going on, please don't disturb me. Okay. What sort of conversation did Ajit and Sachin have while traveling? What was their conversation when they were traveling? Okay, that was Ajit and Sachin had the conversations about the nuances of batting while traveling. So nuances of batting. What is nuances? Small tricks in batting. So that is the real meaning of it. So let me conclude it. Yes, it's the tips of batting. So Ajit and Sachin had the conversation about the nuances of batting while traveling. So that's how it goes on. So any doubts until question number 4, my dear children? Any doubts? Is there any doubts, my dear children? Any doubts, ma'am? Fine. Okay. So we'll call it a day. So far, I hope you all have understood everything. We'll continue with the question answer forms in future. Fine. Tomorrow we'll look into it. Thank you very much, my dear children. Have a great day.